Hi Moon Squad, so today I'm going to address my name. There's been so many people that have asked me questions like, what does Marilyn Moon mean? I'm going to tell you guys what Marilyn Moon means to me and why I picked the name Marilyn Moon for my singer name. I wanted to come up with a name like a superwoman, you know, like Onika Mirage, who is Nicki Minaj, that's her original name. My original name is Aaliyah Jane, and I wanted my singer name to be Marilyn Moon. Why Marilyn Moon? Well, a lot of people asked me, do you think you're Marilyn Monroe? Do you think you're the second Marilyn Monroe? Or are you obsessed with Marilyn Monroe? And so the first question I'm going to address is, am I obsessed with Marilyn Monroe? As you can see, I have her in my background. I have her on a magazine right next to my nightstand. And the answer is no. I'm not obsessed with Marilyn Monroe. I have a lot in common with Marilyn, which I'm going to address in this video. And I kind of relate to Marilyn, and I pity and I sympathize with her. Let's get right into the similarities. First off, I was born June 2nd. Marilyn Monroe was born the 1st of June. So, you know, that's a similarity, but that's not like, you know, amazingly whatever. Like, who cares? I was born a day after her, so what? Okay, well, it gets a little bit deeper. Another similarity that I have with Marilyn Monroe is that, well, it's not like a super similarity, but her name is Norma Jean. Mine is Aaliyah Jane. I know that's like not the same, but it sounds similar. I was born June 2nd, 1992. She was born June 1st, 1926, so 26. She died in 62, 62. I was born 6'2". So there's a 2'6" and a 6'2". But you could say anybody born June 2nd could say that. Okay, true. But it gets even better. Well, not better, but, you know, there's more similarities. So I was born the year of 1992. Now, we're Geminis. Me and Marilyn are Geminis. And what Gemini means is twins, yin and yang, 1 and 2. So I was born the 1st, she was born the 2nd. That's 1 and 2. Yin and yang would be the fact that I was born in 1992 and she died in 1962. And if you flip the 6 and the 9, it makes the yin and the yang. You know, that's reaching. Some people will say that's reaching. I'm not trying to say that I'm Marilyn Monroe. We just have a lot in common. Monroe and I both grew up in orphanages, and she also lived at like aunts' houses and a lot of like random foster homes and stuff like that. Very, very, very similar to my childhood. We both grew up with mothers that had mental illness, and our fathers were, we knew who our fathers are, but my father wasn't really a father figure. He was around more than Marilyn's dad was, but my father was really never there. He was always at work, and then when he was at home, he was a very abusive person. Wasn't like, our relationship wasn't like this wonderful family situation. Basically, what made me learn about Marilyn Monroe was about 2 years ago, I started to like go to psychics and stuff because my life was in a really weird place. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and the guy I was dating at the time was like, stop doing music, no one's going to pay attention to you, you suck, you know, you're nobody, you grew up in an orphanage, you're poor, you're nothing. And I was like, no, I am somebody, you know. I may not be rich, I may have grown up in a foster home, and I may not be anybody to you, but I'm somebody to me. And that's why I believe, and that's why I strive for my dreams, because in my soul I believe that I'm a star, and I believe that I have a lot to give to the world. I started acting when I was a child. I was in a lot of plays. One of the plays I was in won an award. It was called the Laramie Project, and it was about a gay boy in Laramie, Wyoming, who was murdered. And that was kind of like my first play that I was ever in. And after that, like, I fell in love with acting. I fell in love with singing. And I remember I would always have this group with my sister, and we called it Serenity. We made our own stage. Like, we put on performances for my parents. So I've loved music, and I've been a singer since the age of whenever I started singing, which was really young, like 5 years old or something. So the similarities with Marilyn, you know, we have so much in common. We were both married at a young age. I was married. I consider it married because I lived with my husband. We called each other husband and wife. We weren't legally married, but we called each other husband and wife. I was living with him. I cooked for him. I did everything for him. I was his wife. Without the paperwork, it doesn't matter. We considered each other married. And I divorced him young. I separated from him young, and Marilyn did the same thing. We both just have this want to be loved. You know, I don't mean for people to pity me. I'm not making these videos for people to be like, oh, I'm going to subscribe to her because I feel bad for her. I don't want you to feel bad for me. I want you guys to see that I'm a genuine person, that I'm not doing YouTube to become rich or famous. Like, I'm making music because I love to make music. If I never become famous off of it, I don't really care. You know, I'd love to be in a movie. I'd love to act. I'd love to show my fans what I can do. If that never happens for me, then it never happens for me. But I'm going to say it is going to happen for me because I'm putting it out there in the universe. And I believe in that. If you say something, it can happen. I told myself that I would have music videos, and I have music videos. I told myself that I would work really, really, really hard and better my life. And it's happening for me. So you can do anything you put your mind to. You can fulfill your dreams, Moon Squad. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. Do I think I'm Marilyn Monroe? No, I don't. Do I think we have a lot in common, and have I learned from her? Yes. What Marilyn Monroe has taught me is that for me to believe in my dreams, and that if someone can't love me at my worst, then they don't deserve me at my best. She's taught me that being feminine and being a woman is something that is beautiful. I have embraced my femininity even more since I've learned about who Marilyn Monroe is. I am Marilyn Moon. I am me. I don't think I'm anyone else. I want you guys to know that I am me. I am Marilyn Moon. And Moon, what does the moon stand for? Well, I'll share something intimate with you guys. That when I was younger, I was in the orphanage, and I really missed my mom. I used to sing to the moon, and I used to pretend the moon was like my mom. I used to pretend that she was listening to me, that like somehow she could hear me. I know that's stupid, but that's why I picked the name Moon. So that's why I picked my name, Marilyn Moon, and I love my name. It means a lot to me, and I'll forever love the moon, and I'll forever love Marilyn Monroe. She was a beautiful, tormented soul that went through a lot, and I went through so much of the same things that she went through, and I can just tell you that, like, going through those things is not easy at all. It's really hard, and I don't wish it on anybody, but I just want you guys to know I love you. I wanted to make this video so that you guys could see the real me and who I am and why I am the way I am and why my name is the way it is, because a lot of people are speculating I want to be like Marilyn Monroe, and that's a turnoff. You know, when people want to be somebody else that they're not, it's a huge turnoff, and I totally understand that. I'd be turned off too if someone was trying to be Elvis and they're not Elvis, but they think they're Elvis. It's kind of like crazy. But I don't think I'm Marilyn Monroe. I am Marilyn Moon. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please turn on the notification bell so you can get notifications whenever I post new videos. Also follow my other social medias down below. My Instagram and my Snapchat, where I post. I usually post every day on Snapchat, and Instagram is once in a blue moon. I don't post content every day on Instagram because I don't like to take pictures every single day. But I love you guys so much, and let's all make a vow to follow our dreams this year, and let's all grow together, Moon Squad. Until next time, Moon Squad. Love you.